Hello everyone, welcome today for a new little yoga practice. Today we are doing a yin-yang video. Okay, so we'll, as always, into your yin. If you like to use props, just grab all the props that you need. I won't use any, but I recommend that you do if you really like it. It can be a better way to relax more easily. All right, so we'll just start into your extended child pose. And just settling onto your heels, bring the big toes touching. Sit down on the heels and just start to really open the knees wide so you release the inside of the groin and the hips here. And just go ahead and walk the hands. If you use your props, you may want to place your chest onto bolster or blankets. If you're comfortable on the ground, just go on the ground. Allow the chest, the shoulders to just drop here. So we make it very yin style, so not activating the muscles, not trying too much to be engaged in a line at this stage, okay? So just relax your head down. And just start to breathe in and out through the nose. You can take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, just try to stretch and relax further. Not stretch, sorry, relax further. Just letting go of any resistance that you may have. I'm just going to place my head to the side so I can talk more easily. And then you can keep your eyes closed. If you prefer to have them open, just keep your gaze still. So into these yin practices, we really try to allow the breath to help you relax further. So you want to really imagine that every single muscles, connective tissues is just fully disengaged, really. So you're not making any effort, you just let the gravity do the work. Allow the weight of your body to just simply drop and sink toward the ground, like if it's melting, it's just really letting go. Relax the abdomen. So you want to just really keep the belly soft so the breath can travel easily. And the breath can just wash away the stress, the tension. Just feel the hips soften. The shoulders really opening and relaxing. Make sure the jaws also are soft. We hold a lot of tension into the jaws, so relax them fully. Keep the eye intensity relaxed. So even if your eyes are closed, try to relax the back of the eyes. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Just really finding yourself becoming lighter, lighter of any concerns, lighter of any worries, of any thoughts. of your duties or whatever you have to do. Just let all this get out for a bit here, just pausing. You can just get back to all of this after this time to yourself. Wonderful. I will just go and lift the head slightly to walk over to the right side. You can place your left hand over to the right. And you try to connect the thigh and the side of the body together so you have a nice stretch into the left side of the body. Just very simply. Yoga is very simple. It should be just natural, just observing the reaction of your movement, of your breath, of your mind, and just accepting the way it is, trying to not get attached to anything that comes up. Just very simple. And then just slowly lift the head, walk your way to the other side. Same thing here. If you can, place the right hand to your left, connect the left ribs to the left thigh, and feel this nice opening to the right side of the body. So when you breathe in, you will feel the side of the body stretching a little bit more slightly, and you will feel the connective tissue around the rib cage, in between the ribs. You should feel them stretch a little bit here. And the last 5 breaths. Wonderful. Lift the head, come back to the center. And then this time, just stretch yourself fully. Just take 5 breaths into an active extended child, meaning that try not to bring extra unneeded tensions, but you are active. So spread the fingers nice and wide, press your hands down, and then you try to have the arms straight so you have no collapsing at the elbow. So you press the hands down and keep relaxing the chest, the head with the ground, so you feel a little bit more opening into the front of the chest and the armpit region. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and a deep breath in again, and a deep breath out. Now just walk the hands back, bring the knees slowly together, and then just come into an all four position. We'll just do a few cat cow, actually no, knees slightly apart, not together. And then index fingers forward as always. On your inhalation, drop the belly, the chest, look up. And then as you breathe out, round fully, gaze to the navel, tuck the chin to your chest. Again, inhale, looking up. And then exhale, fully rounding. And then just keep moving like so in your own time. You can also do, as always, some side to side bend. So you will just bend hip and head to the right, and then hip and head to the left. And just keep moving like so. in any way that you need. If you want to hold a little bit into one of the positions, you can also. When you breathe out, you start to really suck the lower abdomen in, so you create the strength into the lower abdomen, the tailbone a little tucked. And then with your next breath, whether it's an inhale or an exhale, just come down, and then we'll go and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Okay, so for now, we'll just sink your hips down to the floor, bring the top of the foot down on the ground. And then just stretch this back knee back a little, so you can just lift your knee off the ground, come high on your toes, and then again just relax your back knee down. So if you find that if you have a hard floor, as always, you can place a little prop underneath your knee so you don't bring any pain into your patella or knee joint. And then just keeping the hands to the inside. For now, we'll just go and rock forward and back. Just keep pointing the foot, so you have a nice stretch into the front of your foot. Press the big toe on the ground, and then just move in any way that you like. I like to move and feel a bit of a stretch behind the hamstrings and groin, and then just rock back forward. Keep the chest long, and then again just back, and just do this a few times like so. Just bring a bit of blood flow around the hip joint. Wonderful. And then we'll just hold into this, what do you call it? Dragon lunge. And then you can stay on your hands, or I recommend as much as you can to drop your elbows onto a prop or onto the floor. So you can have blankets or pillow underneath your elbows. If it's available for you to go on the ground, go on the ground. And then just relax here. So if your left foot wants to open out a little bit, just let it. Again, just go wherever you need. We'll have a couple of minutes here on this side. And so we are holding onto our elbows, so automatically you will feel that, a little bit active into the shoulders, but the best you can, just try to keep them relaxed and allow the hips to just really sink on the ground. Relax your head. Breathing deeply here. Remember, if you want to put a little relaxing background music, you can. And then if you want to keep this knee opening out to the side, you can also, so you can roll to the outside of the foot. So you have a little bit of a different hip opening into the hip joint. And just try to be calm and relaxed, even if it's intense. Just try to keep the mind quiet. And just observe that the sensations are strong, but just stay with it. As long as you're not creating any pain, it's just a sensation. It's your mind reacting. It's the body telling you that it needs a little bit of release. Just make sure you breathe a little bit more deeply. Okay, we'll have about 5 more inhale, 5 more exhales here. So we're not holding too long. You know, in yin we can hold posture up to 8 minutes for most posture, and sometimes a lot longer, up to 20, but into this sequence we won't hold too long. So just slowly make your way back up and just take your time to come off the pose, and then you can either come to your extended child pose like we did at the start, or you can come like me to a downward dog. So you just choose however you want to transition. I just feel like I want a downward dog position. So if you come to downward dog, as always, just bring the feet parallel with the outside, and then you can just move around the shoulder girdle. Just observe how your body moves. And then just keeping the hands fully active. If you're into your extended child pose, again, you can use props if you want. We'll be here for about 1 minute. Okay, just take the last 3 breaths. And then we'll just drop your knees to the ground. And then again, we'll just go and do the same to the other side. So just set this right foot to the outside of your hand. And then just go and bring this left knee further away from you. You can come on the toes of this left leg and then just lift your knee off the ground for a few breaths. And then drop your back knee down, and just like before, we'll do a little bit of movement, keeping this right foot pointed, and just go and sit toward your heel. So you just feel a bit of a stretch to the hamstring, the back of the leg, the hip. But just try to keep this foot pointed, so that we just stretch the front of the foot, tibialis. You can just go anywhere that you need to go. Great. And then just eventually, again, we'll take this dragon lunge the way you did the other side. It may feel a bit different on this side. For now, just keep your foot flat on the floor. If it's slightly out, don't worry about it, but try to keep it flat. And then after halfway, you can maybe open it to the side if you did it to the other side. So just go and find this dragon lunge of yours. Again, using as many props as you want. And just finding stillness and quiet here. And like before, if you want to roll to the side, you can a little bit here. You can also just stay the same way that you were. Just the last minute. Last 5 breaths. And then again, just slowly come off the pause, take your time. And then you can either come to your extended child pose or you can come to your downward dog again, you choose. Wonderful. And then from here, we'll just walk the hands to the back of the mat so that you come to your dangling position. You can just rock forward and back, just find this right middle point into the feet, and then you can just dangle. So you can either allow your hands to drop, or as always, you can grab your elbows, whichever suits you best, and just make sure the head is fully soft. You can bend the knees if you need. A gentle inversion to really create a sense of relaxation. So this inversion help you to calm down and shut down the central nervous system. Bring the awareness around the lower ribs here, and just as you breathe, can you feel them move and as they're relaxed? So they should be relaxed. Take about 10 last breaths here. And then after this, we'll make our way to a gentle flow. Into a young part. So active. Okay, wonderful. Just very slowly bring your hands to the floor. And then just come to a half relief, keeping your feet hip width. And then from here, placing hands or fingertips on the floor. And then we'll just go and bend your left knee and then your right. We'll just start slowly moving here. So keep the spine really long. Great. And then we'll come to a little twist. So keep your left knee bent, keep your left hand down, slightly in the middle here. So partway in between your chest. And then push underneath this left shoulder. And then come to your twist. Extend this right hand up. And let's try to really open through the chest. Keeps the lower abdomen active here. So now we come to an active style of yoga. So we want to create the strength into the lower abdomen, find this lift of the pelvic floor. And active doesn't mean being stressed. So you don't want to be over active, okay? You just activate enough so that your muscles are engaged, but you're not creating unneeded tension. You want to we're trying to create energy, and so we don't want to waste it. Wonderful. Release your right hand down, bend your right knee, press actively into this right hand, find the lift underneath this right armpit, and then again, same thing here, find that nice twist. Same thing here, you want to breathe and feel this lower ribs really move with your breath. And then relax down. All right, just walk the hands and then come to your downward dog. We'll start with a little bit of strengthening through the shoulder girdle and the lower ribs here, the core. So ground your hands fully, spread the fingers nice and wide. And then from here, see if with your right hand you can touch your left ankle. And look, if you can't, that's okay. Just try to bring the weight slightly more into the fingertips of the right hand, and that will be you, okay? So you'll bring more weight into the left and try to have the fingertips slightly down. If it's available, just come and touch your left ankle, and then you relax here. So you want to be really active into this right hand, right shoulder now. We'll do the same to the other side. Either come to your fingertips, or maybe you can touch your right ankle here. And then relax. Okay, just do one more time to the other side. And then touch the right ankle. And then from here, we're going to come to your high plank. So rise onto the toes. Stay here for a few breaths. Keep the gaze to the navel. And then rounding fully, tuck the tailbone under. And we'll release the head last. We'll come to your high plank. So adjust yourself to this high plank. You may need to walk the hands slightly forward and just push away from the ground. So we'll start with a little bit of activation through the core, the shoulder girdle, the legs, really the whole body. So squeeze your thighs. Check your feet. Make sure they're still parallel with the outside, so not rolled in or out. Nice stretch through the toes as well. And then from here, we're going to do 5 times on each side. Take an inhale. Exhale, press to your downward dog. Right hand touch to your left ankle if it's available, or just stay into, again, the fingertips like so. And then inhale, come back to your high plank. Exhale. Touch your right ankle. Come back to your high plank. Inhale. Exhale, touch your left ankle. Again, remember your other version if you can't touch. Come back to your high plank. Exhale, touch the right. High plank again. And go and touch left ankle. And exhale, touch the right. 2 more times on each side. Inhale, exhale, touch the left. Exhale, touch the right. Last time on each side. Exhale, touch your left. And touch your right. And come back to your high plank. Drop your knees down and come to your extended child pose. Just stay onto your toes for this one. So you have a little stretch through the feet. Press your hands, relax the head down. Wonderful. Inhale, come onto your all four. Come to a cow position, look up. Exhale, rounding fully, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale one last time, look up. Exhale, round. And then from here, curl your toes under, press to your downward dog. Readjust your feet. Lifting this right leg up to your 3-legged dog. Just keep this left heel grounded. keeps the lower abdomen active. Just explore any movement in any way that you like. And then lean forward and then step your foot in between your hands. And then just stay to your high lunge position, breathe and stretching. Breathe out, straighten both legs, fold over this leg. Again, inhale, long spine, find your high lunge, look up. Exhale, fully rounding, folding over. Again, inhale, look up. Exhale. Wonderful. Inhale again, find this high lunge position, drop your left knee down and then come up, arms overhead to a low lunge. Breathing and see if you can find the opening to the shoulders, bring the chin back and then look up. Wonderful. Release your hands behind your back, grab your hands, stretch a bit further, really opening through the chest. Nice pop. And then exhale, we'll straighten both legs and then we'll come to Prasarita Parottanasana. So I'll show you my bum from here. So we'll roll and you will have the feet slightly pigeon toes here, okay? So turn them in slightly so that you can really open the back body. And then we'll bring the hands on the ground. Don't worry if you can't touch. Really active through the hands. Find a long spine first. And as you breathe out, fold. Okay, so just gazing at your nose, meaning you're not looking what's behind you. You're not looking at your nose. Either you kind of blurry gaze just at the tip of your nose. So you're looking inward. And just breathe into this forward fold. Beautiful. Long inhale, long exhale. Again, controlling your breath and then moving with your breath. On your inhalation, looking up, really lengthening through the spine. Exhale, walk the hands back forward, and then we'll step back to your high plank position. You can drop your knees down to the floor or not, and then we'll take a little vinyasa, so the way that you like, lowering down, chest to the ground or not, you choose. Inhale, you can either take a cobra here, or if you like to go to your upward dog, you could also come up and look up. And exhale, come back to your downward dog. Readjust your feet and then gaze to the navel. Okay, we'll do the same to the other side. Ground the hands, really anchor the right foot down, and then lift this left leg up. Keep the lower abdomen active, the lift in the pelvic floor. Just move wherever it's available. You want to feel the glute working. And then just look forward, pull the knee to chest. And just like before, step the foot forward in between your hand, finding this high lunge position on the toes. Straight to the front of the body, like you pushing the chest forward. And then exhale, fold. And then again, lengthen to your high lunge. And exhale. And then make this practice yours as always. So just take any extra movement you want here. And exhale. Again, inhale. Just hang into this high lunge position. Then drop your back knee down. You can stay onto the toes. Sink your hips down. Just keep them down. And just lift the shoulders over to hips. Inhale, arms overhead. Maybe you can look up if it's available. Few breaths in here. Exhale, grabbing hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. And slowly coming back. Place your hands to the floor and we'll do the same to the other side. So we'll roll facing to the other side, bringing the feet slightly pigeon toes. And then this time, we'll grab your hands behind your back and then fold forward to release through the shoulders a little bit more. Okay, so keep the lower abdomen active, keep your legs strong. Inhale, grab hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Exhale, bring the arms overhead. And just hang there, move with your breath. So it's probably really tight. Just keep breathing. And then release your hands to the floor. Find your half release looking up. And then again, walk the hands back forward. And then take a little vinyasa in your own way. So just step back, find your high plank position. Exhale, lower the way that suits. Inhale, either cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Wonderful. Now just walking your way forward to the front of the mat. And then keep the feet hip width, slightly pigeon toes. And then inhale, slowly come up. Grab your left wrist, exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, circle the arms, grab your hands behind your back. Again, inhale, slide your hands against your sacrum, drop the head. And then slowly folding forward, bring the arms overhead. Wonderful. And release your hands to the floor. Take the feet to the outside of the mat, angled out. We'll come to a little squat, but we'll first grab the outside of the feet or just bring your hands on the floor, whichever you want. And then we'll just start to squat down. And then again, straighten your legs up. So just find a bit of mobility and space into this hips. And then again, press back up. One last time. Sink down to your squat. And just staying here into the squat position. Beautiful. And then just relax down to the floor. We'll come to one little boat pose here. So really curving into the lower back. And then straighten your legs up. If it's available, bring your arms out. Keep the chin just slightly tucked. So, you know, the front of the throat is slightly active. And then we'll release your hands down. Point the feet. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Big toes touching. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Lift your hips. And just slowly drop your hips down. We'll make our way down to the floor to finish up here. Unrolling yourself onto the ground. Bring the feet together. And then bring your arms overhead to Supta Baddha Konasana. Grab your elbows. And then lengthen the back of the head, back of the neck. And take some deep full breath here. So breathe in deeply. You can close your eyes. And breathe out. Again, breathe in fully. Now, one last deep breath like so. Breathe in. And out. Wonderful. Bring the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. And just staying here for a little longer. Breathing into your belly. You can breathe naturally here. Relax the jaws. Keeping the back of the eyes quiet. Wonderful. And then just bring the knees back together. And then you can from here ease straighten your legs out and come to Shavasana. If you have the time, take Shavasana 5 or 10 minutes if it's possible. For me, I will leave you here, rolling myself up. And I hope this little yin-yang practice will make you feel good. Yeah, let me know how it was. And I'm just sending you lots of love. And I will see you next time in the video. Bye-bye.